Hi, how are you? Joanne, your favorite breath coach here with my take on, I'm back to meditation. My take on meditation. Okay, so this has come up in so many conversations over the last couple of weeks. I'm getting people, I didn't do it right. I didn't do this right. Did you try? Yep. Okay, then you did it right. Because you know what, like life, shit happens. I'm just saying. Um, okay, the only bad meditation is the one you don't practice. How's that? Now, I try to keep these things around 5 minutes. I can't guarantee that right now because I'm on a bit of a rant. I just made a post in Facebook, and I'll put a link to that in the description so you can go read it. It's pretty much going to be along the same lines of what I'm saying right now. Um, the only bad meditation you're going to have is the one that you don't practice. Every meditation is going to be different. Every single one is going to be different. It's like flowers come up out of the same seed or pod or garden or whatever you want to call it every year. They're not the same. You know, trees regrow their leaves every year. They're not the same. Every time it's going to be a little bit different. The key here is to not beat yourself up about what you think it's supposed to be and just let it be. When you get into a meditation, why are you meditating? Let's start there. Why are you meditating? Are you meditating to calm, to maintain your calm throughout the day? Are you meditating to connect to your intuition, your inner child, your creative inside person? Are you meditating to connect to the universe or other entities? Pick your intention before you start your meditation. Because if you don't, you may just sit there. And just sitting there is great. That's your relaxation thing, and that's absolutely fabulous. But if you want to connect to your inner self and your higher consciousness, because we all know we have one, if that's what your intention is, say so when you sit your butt down to meditate. So start with that. Okay, then the other side of the coin is if you're pissed off about something, if you're irritated, if you're whiny, if you're goopy, if you're blah, don't bloody meditate. Like, seriously, you'll just make it bigger. Remember the old expression, what you resist persists? What do you think is going to happen if you go like that into a meditation? Don't do it. It ain't going to be pretty. All right? Just don't do that. It's like, I know it sounds like, yeah, but it's my time to meditate. Yeah, you just had a fight with your spouse. No, you're going to carry those energies with you. Okay, so I'm going back to something I don't know if I said in another video, but I'm going to say this because it's a conversation that's come up. When you meditate, try to keep a one or two locations that you use regularly just for meditation. And it's like your bed. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple things and you can turn me off. I don't really care, but I got to explain this. You build up energies where you sit. Like, I'm sitting in my office chair. I do all kinds of stuff here, like planning whatever I'm planning. I do my videos here. And this is my work environment. I don't very often drift off. I do occasionally meditate in my chair because I need a break. And I have actually set my timer on my phone on certain times because I forget to take a break. I get carried away and then I keep working and I forget to stop. So I set myself a reminder and then I take a break, and it's anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes depending on how I'm feeling at the moment, deciding what I need. So I start with that. And I lost my train of thought. What the hell was I just saying? Oh, I'm building up energies. Okay, so that's the office environment. Then when you're sleeping, like your bed has a whole bunch of sleep energies around it. That's, or, whatever else you do in bed, but I'm not having that discussion. Um, your bed has sleep energies in it. So and over time, they just get stronger and stronger and stronger. So if you try to meditate in bed, chances are you may just go fall right asleep in the middle of your meditation. It's not really meditation. I mean, it's not going to hurt you, but that's not an exercise you want to prolong. You don't want to start falling asleep in the middle of a meditation, otherwise you may never just have one. You're probably going to sleep really well, but you may not have a meditation if that's what your purpose is. Okay. And it's like, same thing with the chair that you sit and watch the news in off the TV. Not really a good place to have a meditation. Why? Because what are you watching on TV? Bad news, old stories being rehashed. If you're watching a docudrama or some TV show like CSI or something, there's people killing people, there's police sirens everywhere, there's people dying. That's not something you want to bring into a meditation. Those aren't energies you want to bring into a meditation. So build up your energies in a separate location. I have two. This is one. There's another one that's completely separate. It's just me and my stuff and peace and quiet. There's no equipment, there's no devices, and it's chill. It's nice. It's just chill. And it's comfortable. And that's what I like about it. So when you do this, pick your spot. And and I know I've said this before, so if you're new to meditation, start with 5 minutes. You can start with 1 minute, but I do recommend 5 to start. And start with breathing. I know that sounds absolutely funny because you breathe all day long. You breathe from the moment you're born, but pick a breathing routine to get rid of some stuff that you're carrying with you. I mean, if you meditate first in the morning before you do anything else, that's fabulous because that's when your mind is most calm and you can probably connect to yourself just a little bit better. If you are doing it at around lunchtime, which is a fabulous time, the energies are great for that. But anyway, a whole different discussion. Or at the end of the day, try to do a few deep breathing exercises. It's actually, and applies morning, noon, night, whatever. If you can do a few stretches before you do your meditation, it will probably get you into the flow just a little bit easier. If you are, and I'm going to get into the breathing here for a second, if you are irritated about something and you still want to meditate, that's great, but do some extra breathing first, not just a moment here and there. Do like a full 3 to 5 minutes of just breathing exercises before you attempt your meditation. See if your energy doesn't shift inside your body. And if your mind energies don't shift, your thought patterns. Okay. What was the other thing? I wrote up a whole bunch of stuff. I wish I could remember half of it, but fidgeting is okay. Really, really. Fidgeting while you're meditating is okay. It happens. Your body wants to do stuff. It's not used to sitting still. You need to keep that in mind. It's going to take a little bit of time for your body to get used to just sitting and not doing anything. That's completely normal. I know it sucks to hear normal. Everybody's normal about some things, but we're also very unique. And this is the other purpose behind meditating, finding out about your uniqueness. So if you need to fidget, fidget. If you need to sit in a different chair, sit in a different chair. Try to keep the location close by, but shift your chair, put a pillow behind your back, or put something under your feet if you're not comfortable hanging off the chair, or sit on the floor in your favorite location. It doesn't have to be in a chair. It doesn't have to be on the floor. It doesn't have to be in that location. You can lay down if you want to. If you know you're not going to fall asleep and you want to lay down during a meditation, lay down. It's okay. It's what works for you, because this is all about you. This is about getting you in a state of physical being and mind that you can go through the day, and somebody's going to come and snap at you and you go, wow, dude, having a bad day, what can I do to help you? And you're just gonna, it's gonna wash off your shoulders. You're not gonna let somebody else's opinion about something bother the snot out of you. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's how everybody sees things through their own glasses, you know? And everybody's wearing a different shade of glasses. You know, think about that. There's a, I know I mentioned this before, there's a movie called Vantage Point where they interview a whole bunch of people after this incident, and everybody has a different scenario of what happened. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's one of my favorites, just simply because of the different perspectives of how things happen. I love providing perception and perspective on the way things are going on. It's really absolutely, it's very cool. But that's again a whole nother discussion. We're gonna try not to go there. So anyway, if you have any questions about meditation, ask. You know what, drop a comment below or send me an email. There's so many variables to meditation. You can pick whatever works for you, because you are the most important project you will ever have the privilege of working on. And it's worth the time you take for yourself. That is self-care. Meditation is self-care. You know, and so is practicing your breathing. There are ways to practice your breathing. You can practice your breathing as you're going through your day, and nobody's going to know you're doing it, and you're going to be just fine. You know, I used my breathing to get me through some really eventful times in my life, and also helped me a substantial amount with panic attacks that I was having. But that's, you know, and again, that's a whole nother discussion I may get to at some point. But connect to your breath, settle your butt down, give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can with what you have available right now. And that is the most important thing. So on that note, I think I'm going to stop babbling, and hopefully this makes some amount of sense. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you know you think somebody else might get a kick out of it, share, ask them to subscribe. And if you have, again, questions, or if there's something you'd like me to babble on about, send me a message and I'll give you my take on it, because you know, sometimes I view things differently than others. But then at the same time, maybe you've heard it all before. Who knows? Wishing you a fabulous, fabulous rest of day, no matter where you are. Be kind to yourself. I know I've already said that. I'm going to say it again. You are the most important project you will ever have the privilege of working on. Please be kind to yourself. And it just makes it easier to share after that. Love you guys. Bye.